Hi, my name is Joleen Linson, and I'm the Education Director here at Historic Arkansas Museum. This month, as we celebrate women's history, just wanted to give you a little information about the woman who started our museum, Louise Loughborough. Louise was a pioneer in Arkansas historic preservation. She was not only responsible for saving these houses and starting this museum, she also helped save what would eventually become the Old State House Museum. Louise was born in Little Rock in the late 1800s. One of her great-grandfathers was William Savin Fulton, the last territorial governor of Arkansas. He also eventually became a U.S. Senator. In the early 1900s, Louise married a lawyer here in Little Rock, J. Fairfax Loughborough. He was a member of the Rose Law Firm. She got involved with civic projects. She was a member of the National Society of Colonial Dames, as well as serving on the Mount Vernon Ladies Association, which was responsible for helping to care for George Washington's Mount Vernon. And this was really her introduction, along with the Little Rock City Garden Club, to historic preservation in Arkansas and in Little Rock. The Little Rock City Garden Club was responsible for helping to start the restoration of the War Memorial, which we know today as the Old State House Museum. So Louise's first stop on her campaign to save the half block of houses was the Works Progress Administration offices here in Little Rock. She went to Floyd Sharp, the director of the WPA. He listened to what she wanted to do, and he told her it's a great idea, but she had to have that project be owned by the government for his crew to be able to work on it. So she wasn't deterred. She went to the state legislature. Legend has it that she had a little 30-second, 1-minute speech that she gave to each legislator to get them to vote to purchase this half block of homes. She knew that she had to point out what was important about these houses and why it was important that these houses be saved to the state so that they would buy the houses. The Hinderlager Garage Shop, through her family, she had been told that it was the last meeting place of Arkansas's territorial government. She billed Little Rock as the town of 3 capitals. They would have the territorial capital, which is what we call the Hinderlager Garage Shop. They would have the Old State House, and then they would also have the current state capital. She also told them that this is where William Woodruff printed the Arkansas Gazette for 3 years on our block from 1824 to 1827. So with that information and the prominent events in Arkansas's history, she convinced the state that this was a half block of houses that needed to be saved and not torn down. She then went back to Floyd Sharp and told him that the state had purchased the houses and that she was ready to get started. She worked with prominent attorney Max Mayer, and the restoration work on these houses took 2 years. In July of 1941, the Arkansas Territorial Restoration opened to the public. This was the first history museum that was funded by the state. So Louise Loughborough served as director of the museum for 20 years. She gave over the leadership when her health started to fail, and in 1962, she passed away. Today, Ms. Loughborough is buried in Mount Holly Cemetery. The museum that she started was a half block of rundown houses, a slum area. We have grown that museum from that half block to take up 2 city blocks in Little Rock. We have a museum center with galleries, we have a farmstead across the street, and we can teach not only the citizens of Arkansas, but also everybody in the world about Arkansas's amazing history. And it is thanks to Louise Loughborough, this woman here, that we are able to do that.